Hello everyone. Now we will solve some more problems on deflection of beams and bend frames by Castigliano's theorem, that is energy methods. The first problem is compute the vertical and horizontal displacement at the free end of a cantilever frame shown in figure using Castigliano's method. Now this is a given problem. 50 kN is acting at C. So you know that delta C, deflection at C, is that is partial derivative of total energy with respect to P, that is equals to integration m by a dou mx by 2p into dx. Now to get vertical deflection at C, if the load is acting at that point, you have to call that point as the load as itself as P. So therefore what we will do, let 50 kN equals to P. Then see here, first we take the section in the CB portion. Portion is CB, origin is C, its limits will be 0 to 2 because x equals 0 is at C, x equals to B, 2 will be at B, I is I, and this is causing clockwise movement, so it is a minus 50 into, P into x, because 50 we have called it as P. So then derivative of the partial derivative of that is bending moment with respect to x will be minus, with respect to B will be minus x. Similarly, if I take the section here, so again this 50 kN is P, so it is a minus 50 into, this is the perpendicular distance, that is minus 50 into 2, the partial derivative will be minus 2. Substituting these bending moments and dmx by dp in this equation, that is delta c equals to integration m by ei into dou mx by dou p into dx. So you know that 1 by ei is constant because ei is for the total frame, it is constant. So m is minus px. Dou mx by dou is minus x, you have to multiply these two into dx. Similarly for second term, integration limits are 0 to 4 here, so it is minus 2p minus 2 into dx. If you simplify this, you will get here px square, this is 4p, limits is 0 to 2 here, this is 0 to 4 here. So if you integrate this p into x cube by 3, this will become 4p into x. Substituting the limits as 0 to 2 for this and 0 to 4 for this, so you will get this expression, that is 8p by 3 plus 16p. Substitute now p equals to 50 kN because we have already considered the 50 kN as p. Then you will get here the vertical deflection as 933.33 divided by ei. Now to get the horizontal displacement at C, so if there is any horizontal load, then that load itself we have to call it as P or Q, something like that. If there is no load in the horizontal direction, because here horizontal deflection asked, if now in the direction horizontal direction there is no load, so you have to assume one fictitious load or imaginary load in the direction of the deflection asked. Here horizontal deflection asked, so as there is no horizontal load in the at C in the direction of horizontal direction, so we have to assume some horizontal load Q like this. This is called imaginary load or fictitious load. Now you have to write again here bending moment in both the portions. In the portion CB, C is origin, 0 to limits. What is the bending moment here? Now there are two loads on this one. This 50 is as it is minus 50 into x, and this is minus q into 0. So partial derivative with respect to u is coefficient of q, that is 0. When you take section here, it is moment will be minus 50 into 2. Then this is also causing minus, that is clockwise, minus q into this much distance, that is x. So the coefficient of q will be dou mx by dou q, that is minus 2. Now if you substitute here the values of this bending moment and dou mx by for both the terms in this equation, so look at this, m by ei, 1 by ei I have taken, m is 50x into q into 0, that q into 0 means I have taken that 0, into dou mx by dou q is 0, here minus 50 into 2 minus qx, and dou mx by dou q is x. If you put here q equals to 0, this term is 0 as usual because already anything multiplied by 0 is this. This is 100 into x and q is 0, so there this term disappears. So if you simplify this, it will become 100 x square by 2. Substituting the limits 0 to 4, you will get here 800 divided by ei as the horizontal deflection at C. Now let us consider here one more problem. Here what he has asked, find the horizontal deflection at C for the frame shown in figure. E and ei values are given here. So again you know this formula, delta CH is equals to integration L to m by ei into dou mx by dou q into dx. You can take it as q, p, anything. Now as there is no horizontal load at C, we have to assume one fictitious load horizontal at C. You can call it as q or p, anything. If I assume it as q, it will be dou mx by dou q. If I assume it as p, it should be p. Now So again at the end you have to put this value of q as 0. Now if I take section here, what is the bending moment here? See, the moment due to this, moment due to this, moment due to this will be the bending moments. Due to 20, that is minus 20 into x, and due to this it is minus 10 into x by 2, that is 10x square by 2. Q will not make any moment at this point because it is along the BC member, so q into 0. If you take partial derivative with respect to it is coefficient of q, it is 0. Now when I take the section here, what are the bending moments due to all three loads? Due to 20 it is minus 20 into this much 2. Then due to this minus 10 into what is the distance 2 into 2 by 2. It gives moment at B or on any point here. That is minus 10 into 2 by 2 is 1. Then due to this minus q into this perpendicular distance between this and this is x. So if you take the partial derivative with respect to q, it will be minus x. So now you know this formula, delta Ch is equals to integration 0 to L m by I into dou mx by dou q. So here if you substitute the values of mxx and dou mxx here for both the portions, see first portion is limits is 0 to 2, I is 1 by I. What is the bending moment here? Minus 20x minus 10x square q into 0. This is into this is 0. So this whole term will become 0 here. Next here bending moment is minus 20 into 2 minus 10 into 2 into 1 minus qx, then dou mx is dou is x. So substitute again, put equals 0, q equals 0 here, this term will become 0. So this whole term is 0 because multiplied by 0. It is 20 into 2 40, it is 10 into 20, 40 into 40 minus 20 minus 40 it will be it is minus x. So it will become 60 plus 60x minus 40 into x, minus 40 minus 20 minus 60 into minus x is plus 60x. This is q is 0, so we'll get this one. So I is here 3i because I is 3i. Then if you integrate this, that 60 into x square by 2, limits will be 0 to 4. So if you simplify this by putting x equals to 4, you will get here 160 divided by I. E and I values he has given. So if you multiply those two, you will get 4 into 10 to the power 13 Newton meter square. If you convert into kilonewton meter square, you will get 40,000 kilonewton meter square. So therefore, delta Ch is equals to 60 divided by 40,000, it gives in meter. If you multiply 1000, it gives in mm, which is equals to 4 mm. Now we'll consider the one more problem here. Determine the vertical and horizontal deflection at C for the frame loaded as shown. Okay, this is the frame. Here one load at vertical load at C is given, another load horizontal load at B is given. This is 2 meter, its I value is I. This is 3 meter, its value I value is 2I. You know that vertical deflection, the formula is integration m by a dou mx by dou x into dx. Now there is a vertical load at C. Now we want vertical deflection. So if no load is there, you have to assume one fixed CCS load or imaginary load. If the load is given, that load itself we call it as P. Let it 10 kilonewton equals to P. Now here let us take one section here as usual. CB is the origin, CB is the portion, C is the origin. Limits will be C to B, that is 0 to 2. What is the bending moment here? It is minus P into X. If you take the partial derivative of the bending moment with respect to P, it is minus X. If I take a section here, the loads on bending moment you have to consider either left side or right side. Now I am considering the right side because only one load is there, and here reaction you need to calculate. So avoid that, always you have to come from the free hand. Now when I take section here, the loads coming on this side means this and this you have to consider. Now this side if you consider, you have to calculate what is the vertical reaction, horizontal reaction and moment here. So I am avoiding that. So we are coming from the free hand. What is the bending moment here then? This is minus P into this much. What is this? This is 2. Then minus this 5 kilonewton into this horizontal load. This will become a perpendicular distance. So it is minus P into 2. Then it is minus P into this much. So that is minus 5x. If you take the partial derivative with respect to P, coefficient of P, that is minus 2. Now let us substitute in this equation, that is integration m by ei into dou mx dou P in this into dx. First term is 1 by ei. Its bending moment is minus px, dou mx by dx is x into dx. Second case bending moment is minus 2p minus 5x, dou mx by dou P is minus 2. If you simplify this, it will become a px square, and this will become minus 2 minus 2 4p plus minus into minus plus 4p. This is minus 2 minus x and minus 2, it is plus 10x. So if you integrate this, this is p by ei, it is x cube by 3, limits are 0 to 2. Here the value is I is 2i, therefore I will take it out. So 4p into x, limits are 0 to 3 and it is 0 to 3. And similarly here this 10x means 10x square by 2, the limits are 0 to 3. If you simplify here, you will get in terms of p, then if you put value of p equals to 10 kilonewton, you will get here delta CV equals to 109.166 divided by here. This integration, this is 3. So you have to take this as 3. Next, to get the horizontal displacement at C. Now there is no horizontal load at C. Therefore again you have to assume some fixed CCS load or imaginary load at C. You call that as a Q. Now when I take section here in this portion, again CB as a portion, C is the origin, limits will be 0 to 2. Now there are two loads on the right, that is minus 10 into x minus q into 0, because the direct action of q goes along this member. So this one. So dou mxs by dou q is 0. Then if I write the bending moment here, this is again there are three loads now. 1, 2, 3. Minus 10 into 2, okay. Then this minus 5 into x, this is okay. This is also causing clockwise. So minus q into again distance is x. The 5 kilonewton q are in the same line. So distance between this line and this will be x only. So this and this will be 2 meter. So minus 10 into 2, minus 10 into 2, then minus 5 into x, minus q into x. If you take the partial derivative with respect to q, the coefficient of q is minus x. Now again if you simplify here by putting the values of m by ei and dou mxs by dou q in this delta ch equation, see now this is moment 10x into q into 0 into 0, that means whole term will become 0 here. Here it is minus 10 into 2 minus 5x minus qx into dou mxs by dou x is minus x. Q equals 0 means this term will become 0. Minus 20 into minus x, it will become plus 20x. Minus 5x into minus x means plus 5x square. This term is 0 because this whole multiplied by 0. Its ei is 1 by 2 ei. Now it is 20 into x square by 2. This is 5 into integration of x square is x cube by 3. So if you simplify this by putting the limits as 0 to 3, you will get here 67.5 divided by ei. This is the horizontal deflection at C. Again here it is 0 to 3 only. This is a mistake. This is 0 to 3.